I'm shirtless. I just ate food, ate dinner. Like 7:30ish, 7:40. Ready for bed. Went to the store. Went to the pharmacy. Got some more wrap and gauze. Got some more Diet Coke, water, electrolyte drinks, more Ritz crackers. Yeah. Dropped off my laundry. I'll pick that up tomorrow. I did wrestling fundamentals 9 to 10, and then mobility 11:30, 12:30. Tomorrow at 8:30 is beginner MMA, and then mobility 11:30, 12:30, and then I'll watch MMA sparring. Yeah. You know, the more I tell people about the foot, the more people tell me, why didn't you take a week off when you first fucked it? Why haven't you taken a week off? Why haven't you taken a week off? Just take a week off. Yeah. Realistically, this foot will probably never be the same, or this toe will probably never be the same because how much I've trained with it and how much I will continue to train with it. But, you know, thankfully it's not a more important toe, and thankfully it's, you know, not super fucked. Like, it hurts to walk on. My balance isn't great on it, but you know, that's why this week I'm not kicking with it. I am not doing anything crazy with it. I'm not doing any crazy workouts. I literally, Wednesday, I'm not doing anything. Thursday, I have beginner MMA, and then Friday, I have wrestling fundamentals, and then mobility, obviously, in that grain. Other than that, I'm doing jack shit. And then, obviously, this weekend, Supergirl comes out, so I'll watch Supergirl, and then otherwise, it's Rafael Fizie's fight week. So it should be pretty chill. You know? I do want to talk about my schedule, though, next week. So my last, basically, 30 days will pretty much consist of a morning, double midday, and a night. The only night classes I will not be participating in is MMA wrestling. I will not be doing MMA wrestling at all here. Not a single class I'll participate in. I will watch all of them. Reason for this is, like I said before, I want my wrestling to be based on fundamentals. And learning the fundamentals for something when you've never done it before is the most important thing to me, because jumping straight in and trying to learn concepts can make you try and do concepts that you don't understand without the fundamentals, if that makes sense. It's kind of like going to fight a professional boxer and neither of you have ever thrown a kick, and you start throwing kicks just randomly. It's like, okay, the boxer probably isn't used to being kicked, but you don't know what you're doing. And it's like, I'm not used to wrestling, so why would I go do advanced wrestling against advanced wrestlers, even if they're kind and they, you know, want to show how? To me, I'd rather just do the wrestling fundamentals, especially because it is twice a week. Like, I'm getting a lot of it. And it's very simple. Like, it's not complex. It's the basics that I want and need to know. So this weekend I might explain like a full like graph of what I'm doing. But basically, Mondays will consist of wrestling fundamentals, mobility, kettlebells, and MMA grappling. Tuesdays will consist of beginner MMA, mobility, kettlebells, watching MMA sparring, strength and conditioning. Wednesdays will consist of kickboxing, boxing sparring, and then MMA wall work and mobility. So Wednesdays, I don't know if I want to do kickboxing yet. It's one of those ones where, like, I'm kind of thinking either between kickboxing or a Muay Thai private. And for me personally, I obviously think kickboxing might get me better, but I also don't love the kickboxing style of striking. It's a very technical striking. Muay Thai is technical too, but it's a lot more fluid. Like, if you watch a professional Muay Thai fighter versus professional kickboxing, like, kickboxing is a lot more technical, Muay Thai is more fluid, and that's how I want to fight, is more fluid. And so I might prioritize Muay Thai privates. I've gone to one kickboxing class, and our kickboxing coach here, Brad Riddell, is extremely good. He was a UFC fighter. He did City Kickboxing, which is one of the best kickboxing gyms in the world. So it may be one that I interchange. I might do Muay Thai 1 week, kickboxing 1 week. We'll see. But either way, that will be that. Thursday is MMA wrestling. And so obviously we'll not be doing that. I'll be watching though. So Thursdays will consist of beginner MMA, mobility, kettlebells, watching MMA wrestling, and then strength and conditioning. And then Friday will consist of wrestling fundamentals, mobility, kettlebells, watching sparring, strength and conditioning. And the last 2 weeks I'm here, which I believe is the 21st, 24th, 27th, and 31st. I think that's all right. I'm not 100% sure. That sounds about right. 21st, 24th, 27th, 31st. No. Yeah? I don't know. Something like that. The last 2 Tuesdays and the last 2 Fridays I'm here, I will participate in MMA sparring. So I'll get 4 total MMA sparring sessions in. In between that, I'll, of course, be doing some light sparring in other classes, but those will be hard sparring days. My last 2 weeks, I'll be doing 4 of them. By that time, I hopefully will not be just getting fucked in the ass, and I'll be able to, like, completely, actually control myself, along with doing MMA sparring those last 4 weeks, or the last 2 weeks. I will participate in jiu-jitsu classes, because if I get injured, I'd rather get injured the last of my trip than the start of my trip, or midday through. So the last week I'm here, I will probably do jiu-jitsu every single day. The last 2 weeks I'm here, I'll probably do jiu-jitsu that Tuesday and Friday, and then the final week I'll do jiu-jitsu all the way through. Because the final week I'll probably not do kettlebells. I might do kettlebells. We'll see with the final 2 weeks, but at least for the next 2 weeks after this week is done, I explained what the schedule will look like. So it should be fun. We'll see. I have a lot of Muay Thai privates left. I have 9 Muay Thai privates in 40 days. Which is a lot. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do with those. They are extremely important to me, and they are very hard. So Wednesday, I think I'll probably do Muay Thai privates over kickboxing on Wednesdays, because I have so many that I need to use. And then maybe like on a random day, if I feel good, maybe on a Sunday or something, on a Saturday. I prefer to take weekends off, but obviously I want to get all my privates in, so we'll see. But at least for this week, obviously tomorrow it's Tuesday for me. Tomorrow we have beginner MMA, and then mobility, and then we will watch sparring, and that's our day tomorrow. So pretty much this whole week, I am done by 12:30. Have the rest of the day to do whatever I want. As normal, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking. I appreciate it all. I do want to talk about one final thing. I finished Peacemaker Season 1 and Season 2. By far the 2 best intros to a show I've ever seen in my life. Like, number 1 and 2 is Peacemaker Season 1, number 2 is Peacemaker Season 2. Those intros, incredible. Soundtrack's incredible. I don't know if I've ever loved a whole cast more than I love that cast. I mean, great stuff. If you've never seen Peacemaker, I highly recommend Peacemaker Season 1 and Peacemaker Season 2. I think Peacemaker Season 2 has one of the most genius plots in any show ever. It's absolutely amazing and hilarious, and just it's such a good fucked up comedic show. So if you've never seen it, I recommend going watching it. It's on HBO, Peacemaker. Other than that, love you guys, and yeah, peace out.